This is May, and here's my video for Red Belt Exam Option E. I didn't finish, but I turned it in anyway, and I can go through the parts that I got and the parts that I still have left to go. So real quick, I can show my database. Here's my ERD, users table, and courses table, one-to-many relationship. So that's that. Now let's look at the actual site. So we have regular login and registration. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so when I log in, it knows who I am. It gives me my name and my email, gives me the option to log out. And then I have here a form that I can add a new course. And then down below, I have an accordion that shows my different courses, the course title and description. So if I want to add a new course description, I can add it and it'll show up below. If I want to delete a course, I can click on the delete button and it will go away. So yeah, that's that. Some things that I was not able to do, I'll show my code in a minute, but in the end, I didn't end up finishing at all the edit portion. So I created, there's like an invisible text area. And when I click edit, it comes up with the content of the course description, but that's as far as I got. So I don't have it actually working where you can actually edit the course description and it actually changes anything. So let me show my code. I lost a lot of time on a lot of different things. There were a lot of elements to this. So, okay, real quick, I've got my constant and connection files. Those are pretty standard. Here's my database. It's at course_db. On my index page, so I spent a whole bunch of time. I used my code from before for login and registration, but I've never done I never created login and registration with Ajax validation before, so I spent about the first, I spent the first quite a while trying to work on that portion to get the Ajax validation so that it shows error messages using Ajax, and I couldn't quite figure it out. I had it so that the error messages were showing, but I just didn't get to the point of when the user was logging in to have that actually work. It was still displaying error messages, and I was spending a ton of time on that, and I figured let me actually get to the course part, and I'll come back if I have time. So in the end, the form, the user registration and login is not Ajax. It's just the regular session post, all of that. So if I had more time, I would go back and work on Ajax form validation there. My regular process page handles everything with the login and registration, and the validation and all of that. So log in, register, success, log out, log back in, all of that. So then the course page, let me show down here. I actually have something that if the user is logged in, it shows the welcome message, and otherwise, like if someone hits the back button, it says, or just goes straight to the URL, it says welcome and you need to log in, and then shows a login button. So they don't get any weird error messages if they're not logged in. So, okay, here's my form to add a course. And then down here, here's my accordion. And I also had really a lot of challenges with the jQuery UI accordion that really messed me up for a long time. Getting it to show just the two different elements for each accordion item, the header and then the div. I had it so that all my different forms were like their own parts of the accordion, and it took a really long time to figure it out. I also tried having buttons that were part of the header, and when you clicked on them, the form didn't submit because it was already set so that clicking on something in the header would open that accordion item. So that really kind of messed me up for a while. Then if we look up here at my Ajax, I have, okay, so this turns the accordion into accordions. This hides those text areas for editing to begin with. So these parts are working. So yeah, if you submit a form, there, if you delete a course there, and if you edit the form, this is just the start of this. All that this is actually doing is showing that text area. So I would need to do more to have the course actually be edited. And then over on my process course.php, here's where I have my everything that deals with the courses. So I have my, I guess, process course class, and these are the in the constructor, it does whatever depending on the action. And then down here, I actually have my functions: get courses, add course, delete course. And this is where the queries run. And then up here is where everything gets the JSON encode to go back for the AJAX. Yeah, one other thing that frustrated me and that I didn't have time to figure out was, so I have it so that when you add a new course, let me refresh and start again, new course test. I add a course, and using AJAX, it gets added to the bottom of the screen, but unfortunately, right away at the beginning, the accordion elements aren't there. I just couldn't figure out how to add that. I added like all this stuff here that I thought would do it, so these actually make it look like the accordion, but unfortunately the actual accordion elements don't work. But if I refresh the page, then there's my accordion. So if I had more time, I have a lot more things that I would have done to make this better, but I figured I did some, and let me turn it in anyway and see how it goes. So thanks so much. That's it. Bye.